Hello and welcome to Let Us Farm. My name is Emelifon Oge of Let Us Farm. So today we're going to be talking about how to avoid feed wastage in catfish farming. So some people understand feed wastage in catfish farming to be, giving your catfishes excess feed. But like I said, if your catfishes can eat it, then it's not excess feed. But how do you avoid, having this wastage from happening? That's what we'll be going to be discussing about. Now, if you're having any problem whatsoever in your catfish farm, all you need to do is just do a video of this problem and send it to 081-353-48909. So when I pick up this video, I will offer you a free solution that can help you solve this problem. Now, if for any reason you have anything that you want me to immediately tackle, just drop it under this comment section and I will pick it up from there and make sure you understand it very well. So I'll be right back to discuss how to avoid wastage in your catfish farming. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. So like I said, we are talking about how to avoid wastage of feed in your catfish farming. At the beginning I said something. I said some people understand catfish farming feed wastage as wasting food by giving your catfish excess feed. Okay, like I've done a video on that. There's actually nothing like when your catfish eats the food, it doesn't amount to wastage of feed, because when they eat it, they digest it and they give it to you as your weight gain and your catfish body growth. Okay, but there are wastages of feed in catfish farming, which if you aggregate all the feed you waste in your catfish farming, it will be enough maybe sometimes to buy 2-3 bags of feed, but they've already turned to waste. So number one reason is pouring feed in the pond. Some people, because they are rushing, so they believe that, oh, you know what, as I'm rushing, let me pour feed in the pond and go, so that my catfishes will pick up this feed later when they are done with the one they are eating. Now, this statement is false. Your catfishes will never eat any feed that is soaked. It becomes soggy, so they can't eat it. Once it's soaked, they don't eat it. So, but the problem here is that you may not believe it, because when you put this food, if you come back, it disappears. So now, if the catfishes don't eat it, then who does? Okay, so let me explain this for you. When you pour that food in the pond and the catfishes don't eat it, it becomes soggy. So what makes it disappear? It's not as if the feed disappear. If you are changing water in your pond, you look at the bottom of your pond, you see the black substance everywhere in your pond, brown substance everywhere in your pond. It's not like it's a manna from heaven or anywhere. These are the feed. So when the fishes don't eat it and they shake the pond, this food is binded. They are different ingredients that are binded together to form the feed molecule, the feed substance particles that you give them, right? Now, this binder now is soaked in water. So if it's soaked in water, after some certain things, the binder loses formation. So the ingredients are like this. They are no longer binded like this. So they are now like this. Now, when the catfishes shake the pond, this thing that is already separating just separates out and then dissolve under the water. So that's why when you come back and look at the same water, you don't see any food. But when you are changing water, you see sand under the pond. So the sand is the food component that have just been have just shaked and gone down the pond. The bad thing about this is that this can actually kill your fishes. Yes, because when they are too much, they also constitute reducing the volume of the oxygen level in the pond, and also can contaminate the pond, giving your fishes an infection. You see, so that is number one way you waste your food, pouring those feed that are not needed. What do you do to stop it? What you do to stop it is carefully try and always do spot feeding. Feed at a particular spot. So feed, as you are pouring the feed, your fishes are eating. They are eating. Once they stop, you stop. Wait for like a minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes. Try again. The ones that want to eat will come back. If they stop, you stop. Try again. If they don't come, just kindly go. Don't pour that food again. Now, some people don't like spot feeding. Okay, you want to broadcast. Good. If you are broadcasting, once you throw that food, wait for the fishes to go and eat the ones that you throw. So you are watching them, they go there, they eat it, you broadcast again, wait, they still go there, they pick it. So once you broadcast the feed and they don't respond going there, it's okay. As you have waited and that stops, it's okay. Now, there's another way people waste their feed without even knowing. And that's a way that when you feed, after feeding your catfish, what you are supposed to do immediately after feeding your catfish is to leave the pond. Just leave them and go. But some people enjoy watching these fishes eat. Okay, what you can do is just stand there. Don't do any other thing. Don't tap your pond. That noise you are making will make your fishes vomit. And when they vomit, they won't eat that feed again. It's wasted. And they will not digest anything. So you have lost two things. Lost feed and then no digestion, so no growth. So just stand there. Don't start moving around the pond. When you start moving around the pond after feeding, you don't know, but your shadow is going around the pond. Some fishes, immediately they finish eating, they want to stay one place and let the food digest, especially when they are small. When they are big, they go down the pond and lie down, and digestion takes place. So if they are big and you move around the pond, it has little or no effect. But when they are small, as you move around the pond, they see your shadow move around. It makes them also move around. And when they move around, they vomit the feed. It doesn't digest. Another one that you may not even know, but you will know it now, is that when you have small children, after feeding your fish, kindly take them away from the pond. Why? Most times children play. It's not their fault. No, absolutely no. It is your own fault. Because after feeding, they start playing with something and making noise. Boom, 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 boom. That noise is a distraction. Those fishes, some of them will throw up and you're going to waste your food. Sometimes it's bike. You start hearing the noise of bike. Doom, 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 doom. Come on. If you're having all this noise, choose a time when the noise will be very, very minimal. That is the best time for you to feed. And most times it could be early in the morning or it could be later in the afternoon. So that time you have a reduced atmosphere that the noise will not be too much. Feed at those particular times. So reason is that that's the time that you are sure your fishes won't get any distraction that will make you to have fishes vomiting. So these are very key things that you must have to avoid, to keep your catfishes, stop wasting your feed. Because anytime your catfishes vomit the feed that you gave them is a complete waste of feed. So always make sure that the age of your catfish corresponds with the food you are giving them. When a catfish is supposed to be eating 2 mm and you give them 4 mm, most of the fishes don't eat it. But you will not know. So what they do is that they still vomit the food. And then you think they are eating it because you won't be there to be sure that everything goes off. This is actually feed wastage. So we have a lot of ways that you waste your catfish feed, thinking that you are doing the right thing. But these ones I have mentioned are one of the commonest ways that we waste our catfish feed, thinking that we are doing the right thing. And the problem is that these things, they go to add to the cost of production. And when your cost of production doesn't match with your revenue, it means you are making loss. What it simply means is that you keep on spending money, but your revenue is not coming up. It's just somewhere here. So the difference between this thing that you are spending and the money you are making, you have a big loss at the center. So you have to make sure that each time you are feeding, the fishes actually eat the feed to be able to digest it and give you the result. Because that result is what you are going to sell to make profit from the business. I hope you understand this. But if you don't, all you need to do is use the comment section, or you can always drop your questions for me to answer. And I promise you, I will do my best to to make sure I answer you in a way you understand. And if you have any topic you want me to discuss, also use the comment section. Until I come your way next time, my name is Emelefo Manuel Oge of Let Us Farm. Keep farming, it's a way of life.